Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Tuesday, the 10th of August. We continue to look at David's prayer at the end of 1 Chronicles. He had donated a whole lot of money and resources to build the tabernacle, and the people brought a whole lot more as well, as they were preparing to hand over to Solomon, who would build the temple. Verse 11 of 1 Chronicles chapter 29. David praised the Lord in the presence of the whole assembly, saying, "Praise be to you, Lord, the God of our father Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Yours, Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the majesty and the splendor, for everything in heaven and on earth is yours. Yours, Lord, is the kingdom. You are exalted as head over all." And as I read that, I was struck that David begins by recognizing who God is. This is the God, they're building a temple for him, but this is a God who has everything, and everything belongs to him, and he deserves everything. And I noted that it wasn't only that all the physical world and all the possessions and all the cattle belong to you. It's not that all the wealth is yours. Everything is yours. The greatness, the power, the glory, the majesty, the splendor. And I thought, we really need to catch a vision of God like that. If we could only begin, like David, to have a glimpse of the greatness of God, and to see his power and his majesty and his splendor. I'm sure that the slightest glimpse of that would change our perspective on God. And the minute our perspective on God changes, our perspective on ourselves change, and then the rest of the world and our perspective on everything else changes as well, and it all falls into place. And so as we give to God, we begin by looking at God, who he is and what he is like, and recognizing that not only does he create everything, not only does he sustain everything. If God was to look away from the universe for an instant, the entire thing would disappear. God sustains life. God sustains the universe. And all praise and honor and glory and power and might and everything belong to God. And so we begin by saying our lives are lived in worship of this God. And we say with David, "Praise be to you, Lord, the God of our fathers, from everlasting to everlasting." Never begins, never ends, and it's all about God. That's where all of our worship needs to begin, and that's where our lives need to end.